lot of more pole dancing. We're going to start with a warm-up, and then we are going to do some practicing. So yeah, and if you have any questions, please feel free to ask. And hello, hey sexies, welcome to Pole for Dummies. We are going to be doing some pole dancing today. So my name is Brenna, and this is Bee, and I've been pole dancing for a little over a year. And Bee, how long have you been pole dancing?
Not very long. I mean, a little bit. I prefer like length a long time, but actually not a lot of times on the pole. So
yeah, well, good. And that's why Bee is here today. I'm going to be showing Bee some beginner stuff. We're going to be reviewing what we did last week, which is like a ballerina spin. We did a back hook spin. We did some fire person spins. So hopefully we can all learn together. So we're going to start by doing some warm-ups. We're going to focus a lot on the neck and shoulders today because Bee has a lot of tension there. We've been gaming a little bit too much lately, so we literally gamed like all weekend. So we're gonna start by rolling our necks in one direction, really being careful not to injure the neck. And you wanna go probably pretty slow for this to really feel the stretch and to avoid injury. How's it feeling, Bee?
feels really good.
Have you switched directions?
I just switched.
Okay, good. Yeah, make sure you do both directions. What else did you want to say, Bee?
Ooh, yeah, my neck is still really sore.
Yeah. And when you do your neck rolls, you want to make sure you have good posture still, so your shoulders are back for that neck roll. And then what we're going to do when we're done with that is some shoulder rolls. So we're going to start in one direction. I'm starting going backwards. So you bring your shoulders up to your head, back, down, forward, and back up to get a good shoulder roll. And then we're going to do the same thing in the forward direction, like that. Is that helping at all?
Oh, yeah.
Good. Yeah, and you can also get your arms out a little bit to get a little bit of arm stretch if you'd like. And then we're going to start doing some arm stretches. We're going to basically be putting our arm behind our back and pushing down on the elbow with the other arm. And you'll feel a good stretch there. Is that helping your neck at all, Bee?
Not really, it's helping my arms.
Your arms more? Alright, we can switch sides and try another neck stretch really quick. Because I know you're tense. So, for the next stretch, we're going to put our head down to the side and just slightly push down with your hand. And you should feel like the right position for it so it feels good. But that tilt should really help get a lot of tension from the side of your neck. Is that helping, Bee?
Mm-hmm.
Good. And you'll want to do that on the other side too. And you can hold this as long or as little as you'd like, but I have a lot of stretches that I want to cover today, so we're going to move a little faster. And you can definitely, yeah, do what feels good. I'll like shake it out a little bit in the meantime. Cool.
All right.
Good, good, good. So we're going to do some more arm stretches. You're all right. You're going to reach your arm across your chest and push back a little bit with your other arm. And you'll feel a good stretch right around here. Woo. And your whole body is connected. So even if you have tension in one area, it can start spreading to other areas. So you want to make sure you stretch all parts of the body to relieve the tension that may be building up that you're not aware of yet. And we're going to switch sides. Do you have any questions? Very good. Very good. That's all right. We usually have our third Hayden here for these streams, and unfortunately, he couldn't make it today. But we do miss his energy. It does help. All right. So yes, let's do some arm circles. It's a good one. So I'll spread out. I'll be behind you. Okay. So we're going to get our arms out, and we're just going to start with little circles, gradually getting them bigger. And you can do this also as fast or as slow as you want, but I prefer doing stretches slower so I can really feel all of the stretches that are going on in my arms at this point. And again, we're gradually getting bigger. How are these stretches feeling for you, Bee?
Good. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And we're going to start going in the other direction now. Still doing big sweeps, big circles, and gradually making them smaller. Ooh, it feels good. All right. Ooh. Very good. All right, we're going to just do some basic ones today. We're going to lean
lost my balance a
No,
little bit.
that's all right. Yeah, I'm a free-flowing stretcher, so sometimes I'll like move a lot when I'm stretching just because it feels good. So my technique isn't always like on the dot. If you see me moving around a lot, it's just because it feels good. And pushing back onto your hand, getting that back engaged. Beautiful. And I'm feeling that in my shoulder a little bit too. Do you feel that a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
I might also be tense, so that could be my tension talking. And then we'll return to the floor. Awesome. Let's start doing some lunges. So we're going to step one foot forward, on your tippy toes in the back, and then bending this front leg and just making sure resting into that position, really stretching your back thigh leg here. How's that feel?
Good, yeah. Lunges are always one of my favorites.
Yeah, lunges feel really good. And these are good to do also if you're training to do the splits, the frontward splits. I cannot yet do the splits, but this is me trying. I'm working towards that. Is that all right? Yes, you can also lean forward here into a front lunge. Ooh, that gives a lot more support. That's good. That's good. And I like to bounce always, of course. And then let the neck go backwards a little bit. I don't know if we're losing each other in the screen, but we're gonna switch legs. It's really important to stretch before pole dancing to prevent injury. So always, no matter what your practice is, when you're pole dancing, you've got to stretch at least 8 minutes before your workout. For more advanced workouts, pole workouts, you want to do that for even longer, maybe like 15 minutes. So when you're done therapy, take as much time as you'd like, because I know these stretches feel really good. We're going to do a squat and just hold it here.
Ooh, all right.
Holding some squats. You can either put your hands here for a little bit more support, here, wherever you feel most comfortable. You can do this as well. Ooh, yeah, we needed this stretch. We've been sitting for 2 days straight streaming, playing video games. So yeah, and I just like to move from side to side, stretch, just to get moving. So yeah, your feet are in like a triangle position, and then you go towards one foot, and then you go towards the other, and you can hold these. I just like switching it up because I just do. Yeah, good stretching.
There was something I remember from rugby where we would like do this. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. No.
Oh.
We did a lot of stretching, obviously, in rugby.
Yeah.
But there was like a funny name for that one too. Yeah, I don't remember.
We'll have to learn that because that would be fun to do on stream.
Yeah.
And a lot of exercises, if you do other sports or things like that, a lot of those stretches you can do in pole dancing too. Just make sure you get all of the areas that you will be focusing on when you're on the pole. Awesome.
Can we do hands too? Did we do
Oh yeah, so we want to start with some wrist rolls. Wrists are a really important part of the body to warm up for pole dancing. So we're going to do that for one way, and then we want to reverse it. I forget which way. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, both directions. You get a lot of tension in your wrists from everyday tasks like texting, driving, being on your computer. So it's really important to stretch your wrists even if you're not pole dancing. So yeah, good. And then what was the other one? Oh yeah. You can also pull on your hand like this to get a wrist stretch. You want to be careful here. You have a lot of important muscles here. You don't want to overextend them. So be very gentle when you're pulling and trust your body and what your body is telling you. If it hurts, you probably shouldn't do it. And then you're going to flip your hand up and pull the fingertips in order to get an additional stretch. Just like that. And then we're going to do that on the other side as well. Are there any other stretches that you would like to do today? Maybe we could do some body rolls?
Sure, yeah. That sounds good.
Cool. I do want to switch it up from last week. So I usually do the same stretches for all my warm-ups, but I do want to diversify them for y'all who keep tuning in to watch us. So thank you so much for being here, and we are going to continue working hard to give you more content.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what we're going to do next is body rolls. So this is a good way to get some flow into your body, some movement. So what we're going to start
questions. We have a lot of people popping in saying hi. Hello, Alina and Luna and Michael Jackson and Chica Bamboni and Finex. Hello, everybody.
Hey, Sexies. Thank you so much for joining us. And we are going live on TikTok and Twitch and YouTube right now. So thank you so much for all of y'all for being here.
All right.
And what I just am doing now is putting grip on my body parts that I'm going to be using. So I put them on my hands, I put them on the inside of my thighs, so I can really grip the pole and I don't injure myself. Do you have any questions, B?
Not really any
No questions so far. I'm just going to do a quick little beginner's flow of some of the things that we worked on last time. So this is a ballerina move. You can also open your legs here for a front hook. And you can also go the other direction in a fire person spin. Beautiful fire person. You can do it like this. You can do it like this. Or you can do it like this. So then you can climb up the pole. Squeaky. All right, B, are you ready to get back up here?
Yes.
Excellent. So what I'm going to ask you to do, B, is just do a quick little flow. So you know a lot of moves. You know a ballerina, you know a fire person, you know a back spin. What I would like you to do is just do some warm-up spins, get comfortable with the pole, and get comfortable with the grip as well. If you're using a new grip today, you might want to test the grip on the pole. And grip is basically, there's a lot that are like liquid chalk. That's kind of the kind that we're using. It dries out your hands so you can grip the pole easier. Awesome. Ooh, I've never heard of that grip before.
Oh,
Dry grip?
it was in our.
It must have been donated to us. Great. Hopefully this might work better for you. So B is starting with a ballerina spin. Make sure